Hey everyone, it's Ronie. Welcome back to my channel. I noticed that I've gained some new followers over the past few months, so I thought I'd introduce myself again and share my story. This is Mascopiverse, and in our world, our entire life revolves around sports. Our universe is made up of various islands where a different sport is the core of their existence. Basketball is the center court sport in Hoopsland. Deuceland serves as the island for tennis, and trash talk really writes itself over there. Soccer resides in Pitchland, and there's Putterland for the golfers, but we also call that the off-season where I'm from. I grew up in Puckland, in my good old hometown of the Arenaville Apples, and here, we are seriously old school. We've got our professional teams that sit in the heart of the cities, and then we have our farm teams on the outskirts. The farmers are basically the feeder leagues for the pros. In Arenaville, we do that hockey in the Mascot Hockey League, and we're taught that every mascot has a role to play in our sport. In school, we take classes like cheer class, mascot history, sign art, flag choreography, and mask costumes. The boys are encouraged to play hockey growing up and learn the ropes of the various management roles of the teams. The best, most pristine role one could ever dream of is being one of the team's head mascots. As the head mascot, it's your job to lead the team to the championship by nurturing a strong fan base. You interact with fans both on and off the ice to ensure your team has the most forceful support to win. It's the role I've been dreaming of doing since I was little, but unfortunately, there's never been a female mascot for a professional men's team. And since women's sports are deemed as less important, there are only a few professional women's sports leagues, and even worse, none in Arenaville. So what do the girls do? Well, we're taught about the office jobs like administration and working in marketing, or the other sales departments. There are also some jobs on the broadcast team that we're allowed to pursue, but only as a sideline reporter or a host. I had to fight to show what I'm capable of in this business, and after I graduated college, I finally landed a job in the Arenaville Apples front office as the head mascot's social media coordinator. Basically, I act as the head mascot, but only online. And he takes all the credit for it. Obviously, it's best to keep up the illusion on social media, but in the office, he steals my ideas and claims them as his own. I just post them. Overall, it's a fun gig, but there's so many women that are competing for these jobs that I have to work 10 times harder and longer hours than any of my male friends. When I was a little girl, I watched my favorite team's head mascot perform for audiences each game night and dreamed of working for a professional hockey team when I grew up. My mom and I would watch it on TV, or we'd go to the games. We cheered in triumph, cried when we lost, and we would chat for hours about our analysis of the game. She truly believed in me and encouraged me to know that I belonged. But sadly, not everyone believed that. One day during recess, I tried to chat about the game with the boys, but they made fun of me and made it clear that I had no idea what I was talking about. Hey Sniper, Larry the Turtle Guy, what's going on? Did you fellas catch the game last night? I thought our goaltending was on fire and— Ronie, what do you even know about hockey, eh? Name 5 of our team's best players. Then I proceeded to recite the entire team and their top stats. What even are you anyways? A red raccoon? What even is that?
Yeah, you couldn't even get your species right. You really don't belong here. Right, Sniper?
My ancestry from my mom's side is on the red panda bloodline, which is more commonly recognized. But because my dad is a raccoon and his family grew up in the city, I'm considered a red raccoon. It's really not that complicated, but it gives people another reason to believe that I just don't belong here. Excuse me, Mr. Sinbin? I want to work in the front office for pro hockey when I grow up. Could you tell us a little bit more about the process? Huh, yeah, sure, women's hockey. You couldn't even cut it in the men's league. We're tougher, killer confident, and smarter at hockey than girls. Yeah, you're smarter, eh? Yeah, that's what I said, dummy. Look, all I'm trying to say here is that you don't belong in the big leagues with the boys. Besides, we don't even want you there anyways. I'll show him, even if I have to stay up every night and study. Don't try to fix my head, it's just your anxiety. Don't hush me now, 'cause I just wanna shout. Which leads us right back to here. Me at my desk working on content for Bobby, who takes credit for my work, and it's my job to let him. Oh, and I get to work with the same bozos I went to school with too. Life's a hoser, eh?
Oh, hey, Ronnie. Can you take notes of this announcement?
Oh, good morning, President Lionel. Why me?
Because I asked you to. And you look like you're good at it. I hear women are always very organized.
Oh, you heard that one, eh? Well, yeah, sure, I can take notes.
The MHL has officially announced the launch of their newest expansion team, the Chirp Creek Chicklets. Commissioner Barry Postman has asked all team presidents to inform everyone that the league is accepting applications for the Chicklets' head mascot position. As some of you may know, the application process requires that you submit your resume, cover letter, and a demo reel. The selected applicants will be called for interview, and then all final candidates must compete in the mascot games. The candidate with the most points will land the job. You are all welcome to apply, and you can put me down as a reference. Best of luck, boys. Now, back to work.
And girls.
Yes, that's correct. Women are allowed to apply this season. Okay, back to work, everyone.
Why do you always have to make it a gender thing, Ronnie? That's why no one wants to work with you. Girls are too sensitive and just want to meet up with the players.
Oh, good. I see you've matured so much since we were kids, Sniper.
It's Snipe now, Veronica. Larry shortened his name too. We grew up, you know. Anyways, you'll just create problems with the team and the players will be distracted by you. Men's sports are for men. You should just stick to your girly sports like figure skating and leave us alone.
I don't care what anyone says. I'm getting that job.
They would regret hiring you, Ronnie. You'd never make it past preseason.
Would you just leave her alone, Snipe? We all have a shot at this job.
You know, that's exactly it. I've worked harder than the both of you combined, and the judges will see that. But thanks, Larry.
Jeez, bossy Ronnie. Your confidence is very unbecoming. Aren't you ladies supposed to be gracious and modest creatures?
Yeah, but then you consider me too sensitive or emotional for sports. Darned if I do and darned if I don't. Interesting that cockiness makes you assertive and a go-getter, but for me, it's unbecoming. You know what? I don't have time for this. The first event is about to be announced, so how about we let our performances speak for itself?
Welcome to the Mascot Games, everyone. I'm your host, Charlie the Croc. Today, you three will be competing for the Mascot Games Cup, and to see who will be named the head mascot of the MHL's newest expansion team, the Chirp Creek Chicklets. We are broadcasting live from Dangle City Network Studio in Arenaville. Each candidate is the team captain, and your teams are made up of current MHL head mascots. In our first event, you are tasked with drafting your teammates, 2 per team. You will have 15 minutes to put your roster together and manage any trade deals with other captains. Your teammates will be available to help you throughout your competition. On your mark, get set, go.
Ha! Well, boys, if we didn't already have this in the bag, we sure do now. Look at this dumpster fire of a team Ronnie's drafted. She clearly drafted her roster based off which jerseys were the prettiest.
Snipe, I'm not even going to justify your comment, because the fact that you can't see it just says it all. I chose my team based on analytics, player chemistry, and the intangible assets that you clearly missed out on.
Alrighty lads, let's save it for the arena.
Are you kidding me? I'm a girl! Just cut it out with these assumptions.
Oops. Sorry, force a habit there, chickie. Okay, moving on. Now that you've got your teams, the events will be taking you all back to your grade school classes. Remember, the good old days, taking mascot history, sign art, flag choreography, and mask costumes. Well, today, we're going to be testing you in all of them. For the second event, we have the mascot history game. We'll ask a series of questions, and when you or your teammates know the answer, buzzer in. Okay, first question. Well, Ronnie, save some questions for the rest of the competitors, would you, mate? Girlies really do know how to chat up a room there, eh? Somehow it looks like Ronnie stole the first two events. The judges clearly thought her signs were the best, but I'm really impressed with the effort from our boys. Let's take another look, shall we? They really improved from their demo reels. Whew. Great job, lads. My goodness, what a spectacular routine, choreographed and performed by Snipe. I'll speak for everyone watching at home when we say we were blown away. Literally, my face is stuck like this. Boy, this competition's getting fierce. It's been an incredible day at the mascot game so far, and folks, this is some of the finest work we've ever seen. Ronnie has an impressive lead heading into the final event, but with Snipe's last performance, he could certainly still take home the cup and the job offer for the head mascot position with the Chirp Creek Chicklets. We're going to catch commercial break, and our candidates will have one last chance to make a deal before the trade deadline. Join us after the break to see their final round and find out who's declared the champion.
Look, Ronnie, you and I both know that the Chirp Creek fans don't want a woman representing their team. If you're even lucky enough to land this job, all you are is just a token hire to give the team brownie points with the league for being diverse.
That's enough, Snipe. Why are you so threatened by Ronnie that you feel the need to bully and discriminate against her with these outdated stereotypes?
What? I'm not threatened by a girl.
Well, clearly you should be. She's been killing this competition, while you've been getting all the pats on the head for the mediocre work you've done. Ronnie, I'm sorry I stood silently behind this fool for all these years. I was scared to speak up because I didn't want anyone to turn on me, but that was cowardly and selfish.
Aw, look at the two of you. Finish up the bestie fest in the loser's lodge after I crush the both of you and become champ. See ya.
I really am sorry for everything. You work so hard and get none of the credibility.
It's okay, Larry. I'm just glad that you finally see what we go through. And I don't even have the worst of it. Anyways, I better go prepare for the last event.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about that. You are clearly the most qualified for this job, and anyone with a brain can see you deserve it. So I'm out.
That's really nice of you, Larry, but you can't forfeit. Even if I don't win, I'd rather see you in that role. You may even be able to make a difference.
Well, maybe I don't have to quit. I was reading in the rulebook that a candidate in a losing position may join another candidate's team as like a phone-to-friend option. Like if I have a skill set that would help you complete the challenge, you can call me in. So I was thinking, if you'll have me, I would like to be the friend you can call.
Wow, that's really big of you, Larry. Are you sure?
Yeah, you bet. Wouldn't have it any other way. Welcome back to the Mascot Games. I'm Charlie the Croc. We're heading into the final event, and I'm just getting word of a big deal made right before the trade deadline. Our competitor in the third place, Larry the Turtle Guy, has opted for their phone-a-friend option to Ronnie's team. This means he's formally withdrawing his application and can assist Ronnie at any point in time during the last event. Alrighty, to determine the winner, teams must design their best costume for the Chirp Creek Chicklets retro theme night. You have 30 minutes to create and dress your mannequins in your design to show your work to the judges. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go. Okay, so mass costumes was actually one of Snipes' best classes, so we're really gonna have to bring it if we want to beat him.
Oh no, seriously? Mass costumes was a brutal course. I had to do so much extra credit to pull off an A-.
An A-? You make it sound like you failed.
Yeah, I mean, I know how that sounds, but no one takes a woman in sports seriously to begin with, so I had to be skilled in everything just to have a shot. But I'm not kidding. I took so many after-school classes to pull that grade off.
Don't lose hope, Ronie. Just take it one step at a time and get those creative juices flowing. This is all you, and we've got your back to help in any way. Time's up, mates. Let's see what you've created.
Yeah, mass costumes is one of my many talents, so my design speaks for itself. Disco, retro, you're welcome.
For my mass costume, I didn't want to use any retro cliches by borrowing from already established teams. The Chirp Creek Chicklets don't have a history in the MHL yet, but that doesn't mean that we can't play with their Chicklets theme and the feeling of losing a tooth in a heated battle for the puck. A concept that many of our fans can relate to. I made a bold choice to fashion the jersey in a striking pink color to exude the mascot and their team's confidence. Then I paired it with a custom-designed lab coat that we are all too familiar with when we visit the doc to fix us up. Here's a better look with the lab coat off to get the full effect of the vibrant colors and the essence of the Chicklets logo.
Scores for the last event are being calculated as we speak, and we are moments away from determining our winner. I have received the envelope, ladies and gentlemen. Our champion of the mascot games and job offer to become the Chirp Creek Chicklets head mascot goes to... Wow, folks, we have our first one here. The judges have decided to award Larry for his incredible idea to push Ronie's mask costume right over the top. Congratulations, mate. What? But, no. I didn't do anything. Oh, Larry, don't be such a modest chap. We saw you discussing with Ronie and you're being acknowledged for your hard work. Take the podium. You deserve it. That's just it. This is not my hard work. It's all Ronie. Wow. How could you just assume it was me? I wasn't even formally in the competition anymore. Well, it was the judge's call there, Larry. Yeah, which you so naturally agreed with. This is what women in sport are always talking about. Every issue becomes a gender thing because it is. It's a male gender thing, where we win and women always lose. Everyone in the studio and the viewers at home can clearly see that Ronie dominated the competition and deserves to win. But what? Because she'd be the first woman to be offered the head mascot position, we're too uncomfortable, so we fall back onto the old school ways that we're used to? Wake up! Recognize the real issue here. It took me far too long to get it. Sports are for everyone, so why are we doing everything in our power to make that not true?
Oh, now you've done it, Larry. You're just standing up for her, and all she's gonna say is, I don't need a man to save me. You can't win with these feminist women.
I am not saving Ronie. She, nor any woman in sport, need us to rescue them. I think women just want us to actually recognize the problem and help work towards creating a safer space for everyone to participate and enjoy sport. We're gonna take a quick commercial break here, folks, and when we come back, hopefully we'll have this all figured out for you.
Once the broadcast ended, viewers took to social media to advocate for me. It was incredible. There were so many passionate fans, and not just females, supporting me and my career. I even received DMs from girls and women who had similar stories to mine. They said that my determination motivated them to keep pursuing their dreams. I mean, no pressure there. A week later, the MHL announced that I had been crowned the champion of the mascot games and was being promoted to the head mascot position for the Chirp Creek Chicklets. This is a huge step forward for women in sports, and now that I'm in a leadership position, ensuring that we hire more women on this team will be a key focus. I'm really proud to be part of this movement, but I'll never forget the feeling I got when Larry spoke out. You can't always change someone's mind, but you can definitely make an impact to open it. That's what we should all be doing, opening our minds to embrace each other's differences, so we can level the playing field.
Ooh, I feel paper thin. Ooh, when will you let me in? Do you let anyone get under your skin? You play it cool, but underneath I know you're hiding something. Do you let anyone get under your skin? I just wanna get to know you, so would you let me get to know